Hello there, my name is Travis Collins and I'm a special education teacher at South High School in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I want to talk a little bit about Google Classroom. As a teacher, throughout the pandemic, it became clear that we really needed to have accessible spaces for our students to go to find their assignments, find the materials they needed, and do the work even if they weren't able to come into the classroom. So Google Classroom became a really widely used program, especially during the pandemic, and continues to be used by most districts as a pretty set standard for how to get students' work collected, distribute assignments, and a whole plethora of different things. So much so that it can be a lot to navigate as a teacher. So I want to make this video to go through some of the basics and maybe some advanced features as well to help you as a teacher navigate through Google Classroom to make it easier for you and for your students. It really can be a wonderful program for both the teacher and the student to engage with each other and really dig into the content and learn from each other as well. So I'm going to go over a few of those things here. To have all the resources, the Google Doc, some good instructions, and any resources they might need to use to answer to complete the assignment. Then we go over here to the right bar here. So this is where we can select who is going to see what classes and what students in the class will be able to see the assignment. If we can pull down, we see all our classes. The nice thing about this for me, teaching 4 periods but only 2 classes worth of content, I have independent living hour 3 and I have independent living hour 5. Now I keep these generally the same, so I can select both classes. So I have 2 classes. Now once you select more than one class, you will not be able to choose the students. If I am in one class, one independent living class, I can select which students I am able to choose from there. But most of the time I'm using 2 classes. Now, due date is pretty self-explanatory, but it's nice to give the students clear expectations of when this assignment is due. So I can set it out for a couple days. You can close submissions, meaning they will not be able to submit it. Typically, I don't do that, but you can. If you have a topic or you want to create a topic, you can. If you want to keep things separated. The grade categories are here. You can set grading periods, a type of scale, and show what the categories are. Typically, because I also have to input grades into another program, which most teachers will have to, I don't set a category. I just leave it as 100 points. That is also something that my school does, is every assignment is 100 points. If you're doing that differently, obviously you can select and just type in numbers. So if it were 50 points, we can just type in 50. So once we do that, maybe we can hit assign and it will show up in that stream and in the classwork tabs on the Google Classroom for the students right away. If we don't want to do that, if we want to assign a assignment for tomorrow or a couple days from now, or even for the next week, we go to assign, but we don't hit the button. We pull down that tab and we schedule. We hit a schedule. This tripped me up a little bit, so I want to make sure I dig into this because I think it's important. We publish date. That means that's the date we want it to post. Now today is February 5th. I want this assignment to post tomorrow morning. So I have February 6th at 8 a.m. And I can, Thursday, February 8th is still the due date. It fills in the due date for you. We have no topic for that, but if you do have a topic, you can do that. Now, I can, if I would like, if it's the same thing for both classes, I can copy settings to all. Copy settings. Now it's tomorrow at 8 a.m., Thursday at 8. But my 5th hour class is at a different time. And maybe I don't want the students in that 5th hour to work ahead. So my 5th hour starts at 12 o'clock. So I can put 12 p.m. Tomorrow at 12 p.m., February 8th. Schedule. And now my assignments are scheduled. So as you see here, it takes us back to our classwork page. I already have an assignment scheduled to start for tomorrow. That's my actual assignment, not the mock assignment I just created. But you see how it is gray and not blue. These, if you see the blue, that means it's posted and it is visible to your students. If it's gray, that it will show that it will, and it says here, schedule for tomorrow at 8 a.m., schedule for tomorrow at 8 a.m. So that is the gist of creating an assignment. Grades, the grade tabs here. I have not graded either of these assignments yet, but it gives you clear out of the score that you set. You can put that in. And so if in this case, this student turned theirs in, but I haven't graded yet. In this case, when it says missing, the students haven't turned it in yet. So let's go into that. So let's dive into what a assignment looks like. Let's go into one that I already posted, calorie video and questions. So when we go into this, it usually takes you to student work. It's going to show you names and it's going to show you who turned it in, 8 assigned, 1 turned in. The instruction tab will show you what the student sees. So hopefully that little demonstration gives you an insight into how best to use Google Classroom as a teacher and how to make it, more importantly, as accessible for our students as possible. The more that we understand technology as teachers, the better it is for those students and the easier it is for those students to access it and use it successfully. So thanks for taking the time to watch this, and I hope you learned something.